welcome to a Saturday stream. I don't know what this is, but I did it, so we're sticking with it. All right. So as per usual, we're gonna show off people's builds, and I will be getting into. I'm actually not gonna show anything from Twitter today. I will be getting into the actual build today again, and that'll be from our inspiration, which I seem to not have open. I guess I failed to keep that one open, that tab. So 1 second here. Let's find what we're looking for. There you are. All right. Oops. All right. Oop. No. All right. So this is what we're going to be building today, and as per usual, there's the artist. I am basing my profile picture for everything basically off of this and my old Planet Minecraft picture because that's what I really want to make it off of, and we'll get to the top of that when we look at all of everybody's projects for today. So not a ton to look at today, but I wanted to look at a couple of these closer because I hadn't actually. Yeah, I like that dragon. It's a good dragon statue there. It actually looks like a statue rather than like a dragon, which is actually kind of hard to do, I think. It's weird. Like making something look like a statue. I got the bee. In case anybody cares. I know everybody cares about the bee. Let me I forgot to tweet the tweet. Boy. Nice. All right. Got the Hobbit. I actually did want to see this more to see if there's like an interior to it as well. Wow. Oh wow. This is like all of it. They should have definitely made one of these two the thumbnail, not this, because this is deceiving. Like this makes it look like they just made one house, but then you're like, oh, they made all of it with a lake or a river in the middle or something. This is crazy. I love this. Halfling Hobbit. Like settlement. Yeah, this is like cool because it's not really Hobbiton because it's got obviously a river running through it, and that wasn't a thing in the movies. I like that. Oh no, the bee crashed. And this as well. I wanted to see this, see what the interior they made. That's dope. That is actually really accurate because this is like giving me the vibes of all of these like scenes and stuff. I don't think I remember what the bathroom looked like. That's good. This is really good. This is some top-notch default Minecraft interiors. Not even using any textures either. This is crazy. This is awesome. You know what? I'm gonna give that a favorite because I think they did really good on the interiors. Not the exterior. I feel like they could have maybe done a little bit more. Maybe I don't know if I get the same like accuracy vibe from the exterior as I do the interior. Is that weird? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I like this. That's not bad actually. Yeah. Let's continue on. I don't want to look at too many of these here. That looks like my pine trees. I'm not gonna lie. Did they say no? There's one picture. Looks like the ones that I made. I don't know. They're all the same either way, so. There's that. This I did want to see. This looks like it was made with Magic of Voxel, not Minecraft. This looks like a Magic of Voxel project. And this looks like it would suck to traverse this terrain in survival. I'm not going to lie. Maybe like parts of it would be okay. I guess it wouldn't suck too much, but like I don't know, a lot of this would be like going this way. That would not be fun. What are these like flowers and stuff here? That's interesting. All right. Yeah. All right. We'll leave it at that. I'll look at this and then we'll get on to today's build. So, excuse me. I want to make a tree today a little bit. I don't want to make like a big tree or anything. I just kind of want to make a tree just to kind of make a tree. And I'm gonna do it all by hand. We're just gonna kind of do the old school warm up build basically, and that's how we're gonna do it today. Yeah. don't need that, so, well, we'll leave it at that. Nope, whoa, where did that go? Okay. Let's get on the server and do this, yeah? Okay. Slash, let's go home. I don't know if I can do that from the hub. Yeah, okay, we can. Nice, okay. Yeah, there's Yoda, and there's our build from last time. It kind of looks a little bit like, you know what? Let me look it up real quick, because I think I'm making basically the panda from oh jeez, why am I drawing a blank on the name of the movies? No, not Ninja. Wow, Kung Fu Panda. All right. Yeah, Kung Fu Panda. Let me just look him up. Panda. I mean, images. I don't remember his. Oh, okay. Po. Kung Fu Panda. Po. Okay. So let me show you what he looks like, and then what I've made here, because I think that's starting to look a lot like Po, more so than. Yeah. Unfortunately, I do think this looks more like Po eating something. Like Stella. Let me see. Stuffed face. Yeah, there you go. Right there. That is 100% what I've made. Just if he's like trying to close his mouth with like in the first scene you see him in or whatever. He's just like shoving it all in. Anyway, not the first scene. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So I think I've made Po more so than I have made this, which is concerning. But I have somehow also made this. I'm confused myself, so I don't know. Maybe you guys can let me know what I can do to make it better. I can definitely make his ears longer. That'll work to do a little bit. And maybe when we put it on his body here, we can actually start getting something. We'll see here. Let's see what it looks like with the body that we made. I don't know if this body is actually big enough. I mean, I guess if we're just like up a little bit, it should be fine. If we take it from up here, the render or screenshot or whatever. Yeah. We're definitely gonna have to still mess with that too. All right, so plan today. We're gonna color the body, maybe get the body done, and kind of work on that a little bit more. Basically, that's the big plan. the big plan. Oh no. All right. Yeah. B. Oops. So let's. I'm gonna go ahead and just start with coloring these. B. Let's do like 3. And let's do a Gmask 35 and then yeah. Okay, just get these so that they're black real quick. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm gonna smooth it out a little bit here first because I think I can do that better when it's all one block. All right. There we go. So, to start, we're going to go BB. Actually, I'm going to try BBBB. BBBB. Brush blend ball. Basically, that's what it's called. Because I think this is actually going to give us a more rounded out look than the brush EB or anything else. Which is what really we want in the end. So, yeah. It's going to be good, hopefully. Because blending and balling, basically, at the same time. So we want it to ball, not just blend, you know. And I want to kind of rough this up, just to kind of make it a little less even. We're just going to kind of go along and make it less circular. You could probably just hold this down, actually, on here and kind of circle around. And whoa! What in the heck? What? What is this? Why is this here? I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't remember that being there. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, we'll leave it. Usually don't like songs with like voices and stuff, but we'll roll with it today. Okay, we want this to be even here, not weird. Okay, we definitely want that to blend more there. And then just go ahead and smooth that out, make that more blended there. That looks great, actually. Let's do that on this side. All dim organic. So when I'm doing this kind of stuff, I like to sort of think about, what's natural, basically. I know that sounds weird, but, basically with any organic, you really want it to just think like, oh, is that actually a natural thing for that to look like? Even if it's a cartoon or whatever, like, it's just like, does that fit within the whole vibe of the thing? Like, that's, I think, what I mean by natural, I guess, because sometimes being natural can be confusing, especially when you're making like cartoony things like I'm trying to do right now. It's just like, oh, well, yeah, natural, but like, what is natural when you're doing a cartoon, So I like to sort of explain. But yeah, you gotta kind of get the general vibe of it and then make it natural from there. So like, even if it's not necessarily a naturally occurring thing, technically speaking, it's like a cartoon or whatever, you still got to make it blend and, appear like it should and feel right. Like it should be there, Thing definitely should exist within this realm. Yes, realms. You made your own distinct realm. Possibilities. All right, so that part is looking a little bit too smooth now, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually do the BEB. Let's do melt actually, because I think that'll work better. And we're gonna just kind of plop in around here, kind of indenture that a little bit more, kind of fluff it around. I think I did too much. Whoops. Let's do like, let's just get rid of that part. Okay, let's do BB again. Just kind of smooth this part out again here. Make this circular part better. Mm-hmm. All right. Actually, I kind of liked that. Yeah. Okay. So I want to look at my inspiration again and just kind of see, all the legs should basically be even. So we kind of want to count for that if we can. And, dang it. All right, there we go. I also want to make sure that I'm trying to keep this part even because he is going to be kind of splarched down, but like we can always get rid of a couple of layers going up because I think we actually might want to get rid of more on the bottom here. So we might want him to look more squished. I think we actually might want to like get rid of it from, now that I'm thinking about it, probably like around here, like just have like a couple of blocks of indenture or like going under, I guess. Makes sense. So let's try right here. Go ahead and boom. Boom. Cut. Okay. And let's just see what that looks like. Okay. So we definitely have a very, the more I look at this face, the more vibe I get of like Poe instead of like a baby panda. So it's frustrating me. I need this to be better, Faces are just so hard, regardless. Animal faces or human faces, either one, just are not easy to do, let's see if that helps to kind of floppy the ears a little bit more, because I think that's sort of gives it a cuter look when it has longer, sort of floppier looking ears. So we could even sort of, because we're in 3 dimensions here, we could sort of maybe, since that might help. We'll see if we can kind of make it so that these ears like flop down even a little bit, like so. And then, I mean, it's not super helping. I think the eyes are also kind of, what color are, so those ones are purple. What color are Poe's eyes? I got rid of my tab with them. Poe, yeah, Kung Fu Panda. His eyes are brown, black. They're black. He's got black eyes, basically. Okay, so that should help, but it doesn't. So when I look at it up against this, it looks closer to this than it does Poe. But when I am just looking at it without my like reference, I don't know. It looks like it gives me Poe vibes, you know, which I don't want necessarily. So it's a problem here. We're gonna have to figure out. Maybe we can shape out this part more, the mouth, and make it more rounded. That should actually give it a much more cute, childish look. Just the roundness of it, I think, which is hard to do in Minecraft, I know, but I think that'll help us a lot. And I also remember that I said I was going to make a tree, and I haven't even done that yet, so. But yeah, I'm already liking that being more round, so we'll definitely roll with that. All right, I'm actually just going to get into making a tree right now, because I think that's something I want to do instead right now. We're going to switch it up real quick. We'll get back to making our logo here in a bit when I've kind of maybe come to a better place here. Better thoughts of it. Let's go /warp stream trees, because that's the usual place we do those, yeah. And you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm just going to grab this, and we're just going to go to a somewhat open spot, not too far. Yeah, you know what? This will work right here. We're just going to go right here. I'm going to start making a tree. Okay. I want this to be a fat tree, but I also want it to be like a nice tree, you know? Like just like a tree. Like you see that and you're just like, yeah, that's a tree, you know? I don't even know what I'm saying, but that's what we're going for, you know? Just a generic tree. Let's actually go up a little bit higher with the trunk before we start some branches, because I think that could help us. Just a little bit. Not too much, just a few blocks here. Like right around here. And then we'll start some smaller branches and branch off from there. And so I've been thinking about how I wanted to present a tree tutorial lately, and it's been a lot because I've been kind of just overthinking it, I think. And I'm just going to start out with tree tutorials by hand, I think. I think that's probably going to be best, because I think I'm going to just get too complicated if I try to do everything at once or something like that. But yeah, I think I need to really go crazy with some actual tutorials, because I have a lot to say about making trees, and I feel like people could definitely benefit from knowing a bit more on how to do it and do it themselves, you know? So, yeah. I want to make some more tutorials, and I feel like that'll benefit everybody, so, yeah. But yeah, my main process in this is starting with, like, hand builds so far that I've been thinking about. Is starting with, like, building it by hand, you know, like I'm basically doing right now, and using no commands, just starting a video with, like, explaining, like, just kind of how I picture making a tree and stuff like that, and, you know, going through kind of maybe like two different kinds of trees, like a pine tree and an oak tree, and just kind of going from there, because there are obviously a bajillion different kinds of trees that I can make tutorial. Like palm tree is going to be way different than an oak or a pine. Like that, a palm tree is like all leaves, and it's just like this stick. It's a stick and some leaves. Like it's way different than, and it definitely depends on the scale and stuff too. So like there's a lot to go into every kind of tree. So like yeah, it's overwhelming when I start to think about all of the things that are going to go into making an actual comprehensive tutorial on like trees, because yeah, it gets very complicated very quick actually. But with that said, I'm going to start with making trees by hand, and I'm going to try to explain the best way I can the methods that I use and sort of the way that I picture making branches and stuff and go about this process. So just right now, like one of the big things that I haven't really like talked about, and something that sort of like usually happens, just sort of a natural thing that occurs when I'm making trees, and it usually just is a natural thing anyway. It's like halfway up, halfway through. So like I know that sounds weird when I just say it out of context, but like every time there's a split, it's about halfway up the branch, like the total length of the branch. So I know that's confusing, but like look at this branch right here. So if I were to disconnect it from where it splits, so it splits here, let's just negate the rest of the tree. So obviously the total height of the tree also kind of applies to this. So like the height of the trunk would be about usually, obviously there are exceptions to this, about half of the height of the branches. So like the smaller branches and where it splits. So like just the solid trunk should be about it's a big, huge about, okay, because you can obviously change this and it obviously depends, but like in general, it's like, yeah, it's hard to like, say that kind of stuff, but like, yeah, branches will split. And that's sort of the thing I'm actually kind of scared also that's overwhelming with the tutorial thing, is like explaining complicated stuff like that in an easy way and being like, it's not set in stone, especially with nature. Like there is no, that's the one way it happens, because that's not true ever. That's just not how nature works. So like saying there's one right answer is stupid. So like I have to like have a lot of ifs and buts and stuff in the tutorial, but like I know people aren't gonna like that, because usually a tutorial is like, do it like this, like, but like trees are really just go with the flow. So it's hard to, yeah. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is halfway between like a branch. So like if I were to split it where I was splitting it, it would start splitting about halfway up the branch. So like obviously there are exceptions, like you could have a little branch like a little lump or something a little sooner, especially with smaller branches, but like in general halfway up is the rule that I like kind of just naturally follow. I don't like have like a oh, my brain's doing halfway up all the time, I'm thinking that, like, no, it's just like a natural thing I tend to notice that I do, like, and that I've noticed trees tend to follow in real life. So yeah, a halfway up thing. I hope that's not too complicated or aggressive sounding, but I have a lot to think about is basically what I'm trying to get at here with the whole tutorial thing. So I'm actually going to get to the leaves here. I'm kind of done with making this look like it's a tree. And yeah, obviously there's a whole nother step, which is just placing leaves and going from there and making your own style of leaves or something. Like you can go wild with leaves. Like you could change the whole look of the tree just by the leaves. So that's, something to think about. But obviously that's a whole other realm of things too, which is saying something. But yeah, I'm gonna just make this whole thing by hand because I haven't made a tree just by hand in a while. And I will be doing the world edit to change the blocks into all-sided logs, but technically you can make an all-sided log in the updates by hand. So I would technically film, I guess, the tutorial for it in like 1.16 or something and go from there. But yeah. So something I do when I'm making leaves by hand is I start thinking about where I'm going to put the extra variant of my leaf, because I usually want to place like 2 different kinds of leaves, but not too many of them, especially when I'm placing them by hand, because it's just like, oh, well, I might as well, make it look pretty if I'm going to do it by hand. Like, come on. I get that extra level of detail. I might as well use it to my advantage and kind of roll with it, So also, I need to keep in mind that there are going to be some, like floating stuff that I want to do, because that makes it just look more natural, I think. Just having those, like, not necessarily floating. Like, you don't want, like a disconnected floating, but, like, something like that. Where it's, like, it's connected by the corners or the edge or whatever. I think that looks better than having them just all on the sides, like a clump of leaves together. I think that tends to make it look more natural when there's a gap or something, every once in a while. It also makes it look like you did it with World Edit or something, and when you really just did it by hand, which is kind of cool, I guess, if you like that look. But yeah, I have a lot to think about, and I've been kind of writing up a script and drawing up some ideas, I guess, on what kinds of trees I could actually make for the tutorial, because obviously this is kind of the general type of tree I would want to make. I think this is like just your generic tree, because I think that would help most people. I don't think going with like exotic trees is going to help a whole lot of people, to start off with, especially. But yeah. Obviously, this process takes a whole lot longer by hand, for sure. But, sometimes you just, it's relaxing, honestly, to kind of just do this. It's not stressful or anything. It's just like, I'm making a tree. I'm just, placing some blocks. This is classic Minecraft building, and I love it, Sometimes you just gotta do it. Just do it, Mikey. So yeah, like that block that I just got rid of, I definitely don't want that kind of floating. That is the wrong kind of floating that I mean. So connected floating is, I guess, what I'm trying to say. Because, yeah, that tends to be a thing that, leaves aren't all going to be touching, and generally speaking, they aren't, actually. That's why World Edit leaves tend to look better, is because that's natural. The leaves aren't clumped together usually. I mean, there are exceptions, obviously, like there are going to be some, but like in general, unless the wind is blowing, the leaves aren't going to be clapping together, That's what I'm getting at. So like it's another one of those, like, there are exceptions, So like that's one of those, how do I express that to the maximum? To the maximum. Absolute maximum in the tutorials, because I do not want that to be unheard at all. Like, I want to express that like 6,000 times, because like there is no one size fits all tree, especially with tree tutorials. Like, there's no one tree tutorial that's going to make you like all knowing about every tree that exists and be able to make every tree with every type of leaves and stuff. Like, that's just not something you can reasonably expect. So like I need to express that in the best ways I can, and that's something I have to really think about, I think, and sort of just saying it out here in the stream actually is sort of helping me to sort of get an idea of what I actually want to do, how I want to do that. Okay, So let's actually start getting a general look of our tree here, because that's good to do every once in a while, you know. Do you want to add more leaves? Do you want to add less leaves? Do you want to make it look puffier, less puffy, you know? I generally like to make my trees look puffier, so like make it sort of look like the leaves are actually somewhat together and, you know, encompassing the tree, I guess. Surrounding the tree, rather than there just being a whole bunch of gaps. There can be some, but generally I like to canopy the tree, I guess is the best way to say it. Yeah. Anyway, just finished watching The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and that is last episode was fun to watch, I'll admit. I enjoyed it, at least. I am I'm not like super into it, you know? Like it's not like the movies for sure. It's like WandaVision felt more like the movies, if that makes sense. And Falcon and the Winter Soldiers feels like a show. Like it feels like a show. And that's weird to say. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but like it definitely is a thing. So take that as you will, I guess. All right, let's see what we got again. All right, now let's cheat a little bit and replace 17 with 17 1 2. Wait, whoa. That should not be a big selection. That should be an easy selection for you to do. Okay, but we actually want 1 2. Okay, so cheated a little bit and using World Edit for that, but you know, yeah, our generic handmade tree. I love it. Love me a generic handmade tree. All right, let's get back to home Yoda. My bad. I'm dumb. All right, there we go. Okay. Yeah, let's get back to making our logo here. All right. Let's flip this real quick so we can see if that actually worked with the rounding of the cheeks, because it might have, and it might have not. Copy, flip, paste. Okay. Yeah, I'll take it. Like I want that, but I also don't know if I want that. Yeah, we can definitely do to round it out just a smidge more here, I think, still. Sort of really get that. I think we could maybe go with that. And then, we could maybe do that a little bit more. Get rid of that. Okay, let's get rid of this like weird turkey chin thing going on here. That's a real thing, by the way, in case you were wondering. Turkey chin. It's like a old person thing. Anyway. I think we could actually maybe get rid of from, yeah, like that layer down here. So cut that away, yeah, like so, and then basically have it so that it's even with, I think that actually already is even. Like, did we nail that? We nailed it. Holy crap. I can't believe I did that. Awesome. All right. Now, I think I'm gonna cut off from here to there. And we'll plop the head on like so, but we'll worry about that in a sec here. I'm already convinced that the rounding out has made the panda head a lot less poey. From Kung Fu Panda. At least I'm hoping that's the case. Copy, flip, paste. There we go. There we are. Yeah, I think we're gonna be all right. I kind of want to look at the inspiration again here and see. Why is it not letting me drag this stupid thing? What? It's not letting me click any of the buttons on it. What the heck? That is... What? Okay, there we go. Now it's letting me. Okay, cool. Thank you for that. Yeah, so his body's not that much wider than his head, I guess. So we're probably on the right track. I still need to drink more. All right. Sorry about that. Just, anyway, yeah, we could definitely do to round that out more. Could honestly just probably use a sphere and kind of mush up the sphere a little bit. All right. Yeah. I think we'll do that instead, actually, because I want to get rid of this. I'm just gonna flatten it out, voxel a little bit, and then we'll, because I want there to be a little bit of the sort of tapering up, basically, and then I'm gonna go on top of that and make the sphere. If that makes any sense. Okay, so I'm gonna just dig into this a little bit to like maybe here. I'm gonna bring a sphere. Let's make this full screen again for everybody. Why does it not work? I'm clicking on the thing and it's not dragging it. None of the buttons work except for the switch screen button, which does me nothing. Okay, I closed that. Now that works. Okay. My computer's being dumb, I guess, right now, so whatever. Actually, I think I'm gonna go a little bit higher up. I think we want to go like right, like this area. Let's go sphere 35. Let's go like 7. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, see, actually, that's starting to look better, I think, actually. Let's go with like 9. Just see what that looks like. Okay. Yeah, I don't hate that, actually. Now we can kind of make that blend a little better and be a little less even and such around, because natural things aren't actually spheres, and that'll do it. Okay, so we can see it in the back. That's what we really need. All right, let's go ahead and color these for real this time. B R sphere 3515 G mask 35 and boom. And then I'll probably kind of go in and do some work on these in shape of these, all the paws, but that might not be today. We'll see. May not motivated enough. We'll see what happens. All right. And boom. Boom. Oh yeah. Also, I've been watching The Owl House. Genuinely pretty good stuff. Not something I would skip out on. That's for sure. Um, it's definitely got Gravity Fall vibes to it, like same mystery of, and yeah, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just got the same type of mystery. That's all I can really say. And yeah, it's good stuff. Same vibes. Good way of putting it, I guess. Um, no. Okay. Um. Yeah, whatever. Okay. That kind of looks like a pig thing, pig claw or something. At the end, actually, I don't like that. Okay. Gmask 35 0. Okay. All right. And that's not looking bad. Let's get the tail. I'm not super happy with the face still. I just can't do faces, you know? Undo. 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 Okay. Um get the bulk of the outlines before I do the edges. Um all right. Now let's see how much more we want to go on these edges here. I kind of like that. All right. Okay, yeah. 1.12 is just definitely different when it comes to placing blocks like quickly, like doing just a quick click, a quick block replacement click. I don't even know how to what to call it, but yeah, but just doing that really quickly tends to work less efficiently on 1.12. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I screwed up. Nope. See, yeah, that time I definitely clicked. It should have worked. Maybe it's just a server. I don't know. Could be just a server not working well. All right. Um. Yeah, don't like that. And boom. Okay. I think that'll look all right. Especially when we are down here or up here. It's not really gonna make much of a difference, but yeah, it's still, the face is just still frustratingly giving me Poe vibes, and I do not like it. It's just not giving me baby panda vibes. It's giving me like an adult panda head on a baby panda's body, and it's very off-putting, and I don't like it, and I need to fix it. I can't get over this. You know? I think maybe let's try doing the like cute eye thing, you know, the little spheres of bubbliness. I don't know, not reflections, I guess the best way to put it. It'd be like that, and then like another little one, but this one would have to be over here. I don't even, well, That just doesn't look good, does it? I'm wondering if we just make the eyeball bigger, if that'll help. I know we're compromising the black part being lesser, but at the same time, it might help. Wow, that's a big eyeball. Okay, if we do that, we definitely still need to make it so that the pupil part is like so or something, or even just like there, and then yeah, I don't know if that's gonna help at all. It's just might just like make it look like it's opening its eyes wider. Let me make a stack of this before we do it because I want to keep the version of it somewhat stable here. Stack. Get rid of the G mask. Stack it. Nope. Yep. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's see what it looks like compared to not having it, basically. Yeah, this is probably not going to work out well, but flip, paste. Okay. Actually, that's genuinely not bad. Like, I am definitely getting less Poe vibes from that one than from the one with more black around it. So, but that's giving me like it's wearing glasses vibes almost now. So I feel like I still need to make the black part around it bigger. So 35. Or no, wait, we need to just do like 19 or something because it's already 35. Then we can just kind of go around this essentially with a little bit of sponge and just kind of make it a little bit wider on all the angles here. I don't know if I want to do that or not. If we do that, we definitely need to go like that. Okay. Yeah, again, make a stack of it first, just in case we don't like it. And then do it with this one. Replace 19, 35, 15. Copy, flip, paste. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. All right. I actually don't like that better than that. I think I like that one. Looks like angry almost now. That's weird. This one still looks cute. I think the lesser is better. So let's go ahead and just floppity this back to the other side here for this one. So we don't have that sponge there anymore. And I think this is the winner so far. Copy, flip, paste. Okay. At least we have a somewhat of a compromise from my whole looking like Poe, because I think that this one just no. We're not doing this one. So goodbye to this head. It's still over there, I know, but just that's not the one we're gonna use on the body, so not needing it right there. And let's get up to level with this. So copy it from in front of it, copy, And then, yeah, we're still in the right place anyway. Just try to be in the center here. So that all we have to do is move it back instead of having to shift it and stuff. All right, paste my say. Is that... Oh, that's like on it already anyway. You know what? We're going to roll with it. I'm just going to leave it there for now and we'll have to... You know what? No, I changed my mind. We're not going to roll with it. Nope. Okay. Go a little bit further back this time. Paste my say. Okay, there we go. We should have a little bit of gap. Yep. All right. I am getting tired of doing this. I'm not gonna lie. And I think I want to save some better parts for the next time. So I think this is a good place to end up today. Not quite at an hour yet, but I'm feeling like we did what we wanted to do. So yeah, we colored the legs, we made the head a little better, and made a tree. So yeah, pretty productive 50 minutes. Thank you all for watching. I am sure you know how the buttons work down there by now, so click them as you please. And yeah, if you guys have any builds or whatever you want to show off to me, do send them to me in my social medias linked below. And yeah, thanks again for watching. Pluto out.